Ladies and gentlemen, there are moments in a superstar's journey that stand above the rest, not because of the spotlight, not because of the crowd reaction, but because of what they symbolize. Because of what they mean. For Jordynne Grace, one of the fiercest competitors to ever step between the ropes, this is that moment. She didn't just walk into WWE NXT. She made an impact the moment her boots hit the mat. She came with fire, with pride, with power. And now, her legacy has already begun to be cemented in a whole new way, digitally, eternally, and undeniably. Because Jordynne Grace is officially part of the WWE 2K25 video game. And what makes it even more special? The way she found out. This wasn't some months-long rollout. This wasn't a carefully scheduled PR announcement. This was raw. This was real. This was surprise. In her own words, "You know what's funny is it's almost a little bit cooler that I found out that way." She had signed with WWE at the beginning of February. A whirlwind, a leap, a transformation. And like any star grounded in the business, she assumed the timeline would be too tight for her to make it into the game. No expectations, no assumptions. But then, WWE made it happen. At the last second, quietly, seamlessly, magic behind the scenes. A decision that caught even her off guard. And in that moment, what began as a dream became digital reality. Immortalized in pixels. Playable. Part of the legacy. And for Grace, it wasn't just another cool career note. It was a milestone. "This is what being a WWE superstar is all about," she said. "Getting to WWE is the gateway. It's the mountain peak that every aspiring wrestler hopes to reach. But once you're there, once you have the logo stitched on your gear, once your music hits on a WWE screen, you begin chasing the next level." And for Grace, one of those milestones has always been inclusion in the WWE 2K universe. To be in 2K, that's one of those ones. It's validation. It's visibility. It's a statement that says, "I belong here. I've earned this. I am part of WWE history now, and forever." And if being in the game wasn't special enough, it's who she shares the spotlight with that elevates this even higher. She's part of the Fearless Pack, a DLC bundle featuring icons, rebels, and legends. "Oh, Bull Nakano's amazing," she said, reverence in her tone. To be in the same space as Bull Nakano, a woman who broke barriers in Japanese wrestling and brought a unique, vicious energy to WWE in the 90s, is no small thing. Bull wasn't just a performer, she was a statement in herself. Fierce, unapologetic, fearless. To be alongside her in this pack is extremely special, Grace added. But it doesn't stop there. Penta, New Jack, Bull Nakano, Jordynne Grace. A lineup of chaos, charisma, and combat. These are not ordinary names. These are warriors, legends of legacy, legends of violence, legends of change. I'm in there with some real badasses, you know. She's not wrong. New Jack, the madman of ECW. Penta, the lucha warrior with the soul of a killer. Bull Nakano, the goddess of thunder. And now Jordynne Grace, a powerlifter, a champion, a symbol of raw physicality. This moment didn't happen by accident. It happened because she earned it. Through sweat, through sacrifice, through every mile run and every match fought. Through every time she stood when others expected her to fall. And when the topic shifted toward WWE Evolution, the all-women's pay-per-view that revolutionized the game back in 2018, Grace was clear, grounded, and thoughtful. I think it makes it a little bit more special if it's just when it's needed. She's not chasing quantity, she's chasing impact. But she knows the value of the platform. The need for consistency. The need for representation. That isn't just symbolic, but structured, celebrated, and repeated. But I wouldn't mind if it was every 2 or 3 years. I think 7 years is kind of a long time. 7 years. That's how long it's been since the first Evolution. And still, it stands as a singular moment, never followed up, never replicated. And maybe now, as new voices like Grace rise in WWE, the timing is perfect to bring that night back. Because what Jordynne Grace brings to WWE isn't just strength. It's perspective. She represents a new wave of stars who grew up watching change, and now carry the responsibility of continuing that momentum. Her rise in WWE, her presence in 2K25, her placement in the Fearless Pack, and her thoughts on evolution, they all point toward one thing. Jordynne Grace isn't here just to be another name on the roster. She's here to make history. She's here to stand beside icons and become one herself. And now, with every controller in hand across the world, fans can choose to step into her shoes. Feel her power, watch her dominate, and realize that she isn't just part of the future, she is the future. The milestones will keep coming. The wins, the titles, the main events. But this moment, this 2K debut, is the digital beginning of something real. Something unstoppable. And if this is just the start, then WWE better be ready. Because Jordynne Grace is fearless. She's here. And she's just getting started.